Body cam video showing a deadly police shooting in the North County. Why activists say the system failed this man who was killed long before this incident.
And it's hot, record hot. In fact, I'll pinpoint where I'm forecasting records today and the dramatic drop in temperatures we'll feel this weekend.
And more than a year later, Disneyland reopening to the public. What it means for fans to make their way back into this park once again. ABC 10 News at 11 starts now.
ABC 10 News at 11 starts now.
Welcome, you guys. Thanks for joining us on this Friday. I'm Virginia Cha, joined remotely by my co-anchor Jim Patton, as well as 10 News meteorologist Megan Perry. We'll hear from them in just a moment because, actually, let's start with Megan right now because, Megan, you talked about the heat coming today and it has not disappointed.
Oh, I know. Those temperatures warmed up very quickly today, didn't they? And it's only going to get hotter as we transition into the afternoon. This is the place to be, and you can see a lot of people taking advantage of the beaches this morning. Temperatures are in the 90s already in Escondido, Poway, and in Ramona. 80s along our coastline in downtown already. 89 in Kearney Mesa. Temperatures are warmer by up to 9 degrees compared to yesterday. And here's the records I'm forecasting today. El Cajon, Ramona, Alpine, Poway, and Borrego Springs, and La Mesa is going to be getting awfully close to those records today. In the next few hours, as we look towards downtown, they're going to be toasty. We're going to be seeing highs in the low 80s for most of our coastal areas. Some areas will stay in the 70s, like La Jolla, Mission Beach, OB, inland neighborhoods in the 90s. But I will pinpoint that cool down coming in the days ahead when I come back with your full forecast. Virginia?
Thank you, Megan. Well, a vigil is set for this evening for the man shot and killed by Escondido police last week. This is coming less than 24 hours after body cam video was released showing the moments leading up to that shooting. ABC 10 News reporter Natay Holmes talked to the organizer of tonight's vigil, who has been working closely with the family.
Virginia, the organization We the People Escondido has held multiple protests calling for police to release the body cam footage. And organizer Liel Malve says that she has been in contact with the family of Stephen Olson, and she says that they are in a lot of pain. And Malve says that there are still, though, a lot of questions surrounding that video.
There's just such a lack of compassion and a clear unintentions to actually de-escalate the situation. As soon as one officer had a perfectly fine encounter with the individual, and then not even 5 minutes later, the other officer automatically went to pulling out his gun.
Put the crowbar down.
Which one?
The one in the sand. Put it down. Throw it down on the ground, dude.
You just heard the first encounter after police received calls of a man hitting cars with a metal object. Olson appeared to be incoherent, eventually running away from the scene. The officer did not chase him. The second body camera video is from a second officer encounter a few minutes later. The officer giving repeated commands from his police cruiser and on foot. Police say Olson came towards the officer for some time before the officer discharged his gun. Olson was hit 6 times. Police say Olson had prior run-ins with the law. In the past year, he had been arrested 4 times for threatening people with deadly weapons. He also had a history of mental health issues.
Stephen needed intensive help. Instead, he was placed into a seriously flawed revolving door system that processes people from jail to the streets, to services to the streets, back to jail and back to the streets. It is a system that relies upon a person to come to their own conclusion that they need serious help.
The police chief goes on to say that the untreated behavior will unfortunately continue until a person, quote, commits a crime serious enough to go be incarcerated or worse. Now, the police chief says that the department has undergone de-escalation training, but organizers from We the People Escondido question why more of those tactics were not used. A vigil for Olson is being held this evening at Broadway and 2nd Avenue in Escondido, and it's set to begin at 7:30 this evening. And if you are interested in seeing the video in its entirety, we have it posted on our ABC 10 News website. Nate Holmes, ABC 10 News.
Thank you, Nate. Now to a pandemic update. Local leaders encouraging anyone who has not been vaccinated yet to do it, and they're trying to make it easier. A pop-up clinic is on the campus of Southwestern College right now until 3:30, and you can go straight there without making an appointment to get your first or second Pfizer dose. Meanwhile, the city tells us they have more than enough supply at their site in Balboa Park. That station is open Tuesdays through Fridays, can accommodate hundreds more a day. You do have to make an appointment for that station, but again, we're told it should be pretty easy to do that.
Yeah, take a look at this. Cast members out in full force this morning. For the first time in a year, they are welcoming people into Disneyland. The park, along with California Adventure, officially reopening this morning. Everyone's so excited, we actually saw them letting the visitors in a little early this morning. California theme parks are given the green light to open this month. Here in San Diego, we saw Legoland reopen a couple of weeks ago. More than a year ago, the closure of Disneyland, one of the signifiers of how serious this pandemic was. Well, today, fans optimistic that its reopening is a sign of good things to come.
This place and the 5 of us all together today is something we were afraid would never happen again.
The fact that at the end of over 400 days, all of us are safe, we're here together, and we're back making memories in one of our favorite places in the world is probably what makes us so emotional, just because this is like the first sense of the world is coming back and there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, a lot more than just a park reopening. Now, some changes in effect. You can see everyone wearing masks. That's a requirement at the parks. Capacity limited to 25%, and the park says it set things up to try to keep people spaced out. Well, that coming as we see a decline in coronavirus cases across the U.S. CDC says nearly a third of all American adults are fully vaccinated. As ABC's Elizabeth Shuley reports, health experts expressing some cautious optimism about the outlook here in the U.S.
Welcome good news in the nation's efforts to defeat the coronavirus pandemic, with 26 states now reporting a decline in new COVID-19 cases.
I think we can confidently say the worst is behind us, barring some crazy unforeseen variant.
In hard-hit Michigan, infections are dropping, and New York City, once the epicenter of the pandemic, will open at 100% capacity by July 1st, including bars, restaurants, stores, and stadiums, though Broadway will wait until September.
This is going to be the summer of New York City.
But in other parts of the country, like the Pacific Northwest, COVID infections and hospitalizations are on the rise, especially among younger people who have yet to be vaccinated.
We're starting to see more and more people who are in their 30s, 40s, and 50s needing hospital care.
The CDC reports 30% of the U.S. is now fully vaccinated, and Dr. Anthony Fauci says he's hopeful all children could be vaccinated by the end of this year or early 2022. Audrey Baker is a 14-year-old participating in Pfizer's clinical trial. Any day now, the FDA is expected to expand authorization for use of the vaccine to include 12 to 15-year-olds.
That would be a step forward into defeating this pandemic, because then we can slowly move on to the younger kids that are younger than teens.
Government data out today shows American consumers are also optimistic about the economic rebound. With those $1,400 stimulus checks in hand, consumer spending surged and personal incomes hit a new monthly record. Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, Washington.
Yesterday, we brought you the emotional story of Justice Bolden, his family trying to keep his memory alive. Well, this weekend, a vigil will honor him and the 4 others who were injured in the gas lamp shootings last week. March for Our Lives San Diego has organized the vigil for Saturday, 8 p.m. near the Pendry Hotel, where the shooting rampage started and where Justice's life ended. His mom wants him to be remembered not as a victim, but for his kindness and zest for life. To hear more of her conversation with 10 News, just go to our website, 10news.com.
Starting today, the public will once again get the opportunity to get close to the iconic Morton Bay fig tree at Balboa Park. ABC 10 News reporter Rick Cornell shows us why it took years of work and lots of donations to make this possible.
For the first time in years, the public can now get a closer view of this iconic fig tree. Standing at more than 78 feet high, This tree isn't just the third largest Morton Bay fig tree in the state, it's also the most well-known at Balboa Park because of its large roots. And that's why in 1989, crews had to put a fence up around the tree to keep foot traffic from causing damage to the roots. Since then, the nonprofit Friends of Balboa Park has been working to create a deck and put up new fencing around the historic tree. Fast forward to 2021. Those plans became a reality that was made official with the ribbon-cutting ceremony. Now, the new observation deck will allow people to get even closer to the tree while keeping its roots protected.
It's not just an observation deck, although that's pretty darn cool. It's really linked up to a broader effort that we're making here in the city to say that our climate is worth fighting for, that our natural environment's worth fighting for.
Marie Cornell, ABC 10 News.